Hello again. I posted CIA insider spills the beans on 9/11. And that was posted on September the 13th, 2016. It's had 899 views. I wanted to share what one of the viewers wrote, and I believe this viewer is a Muslim going off of his name. And he wrote, "Great analysis. I would like to give some input. Al-Qaeda are also involved in these type of false flag operations. They sometimes take part in this kind of attack and take responsibility, and other times they simply take responsibility in order to facilitate the attackers. Bush would have a hard time convincing American people that Al-Qaeda were not there to take responsibility. Now you may ask, why do they claim responsibility? These groups of extremists are called Khawarij. In Islam, they are called the dogs of the hellfire. The worst of creation. They want money and power by overthrowing all Muslim governments, except Iran. According to their ideology, all the Muslim governments have become unbeliever apostates, and their citizens have become unbelievers too, as they follow those governments. So they declare these Muslims' land as land of unbeliever, except Iran. That's why they do not attack Iran, nor they want to overthrow the Iranian regime. So how do they want to achieve their goal? They try to do it in a way where they fool the common Muslim with the illusion Sharia, Khalifa, law of God, etc. But in reality, Sharia means judicial systems, and Khalifa is a ruler. We have Sharia in all countries, and all countries have Khalifa. But they create this trap towards the uninformed Muslim, especially stupid youth. They are minority, and most of the Muslims reject their ideology. Thus, they have to rely on the foreign power who have the same agenda of overthrowing Muslim governments. They did it successfully in Egypt when Anwar Sadat was assassinated by these Khawarijis. After this incident, Egypt severed all ties with Iran. When the Khawarij do not get much support from the Muslims in overthrowing the government, then they realize that they can do it in another way. Bush, Cheney wanted to overthrow the Taliban and Saddam Hussein, and the Khawarij had the same goal. So 9/11 conspiracy was born. Please note that the main goal is to overthrow the Saudi government. This is the reason 19 hijackers were all Saudi citizens. 7 of them were found alive. USA kept this supposed Saudi connection for the endgame when most of the powerful Sunni governments are overthrown. Then it would be easy to attack Saudi Arabia. That's the reason they kept a mystery of some, quote, missing pages, end of quote, on 9/11 investigation. Bush wanted to overthrow those regimes, and the Khawarij wanted their Khalafi. Iran wanted to take over Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, Egypt, etc. And in the end, Saudi Arabia. This is how all these parties with common interests get together. For the operation, the plan backfired. They successfully overthrew Hosni Mubarak and installed Muslim Brotherhood, but the people of Egypt throw the hood on the street. Then the revolution went to Syria. Assad brought these Khawarij to demonstrate the revolution. It worked for a while, but now all the rebel group kicked out Daesh from their rank. The revolution went to Yemen, and pro-Iranian Ali Abdullah Salih were overthrown, and Iran tried with the Houthis and Al-Qaeda, but Saudi Arabia stepped in. You will find these Khawajas stay away from attacking certain countries. Example, Iran, Israel, Assad regime. It's hard for you to believe that Assad and Iran control this group, but it's an open secret that Assad used to send suicide bombers to Iraq to kill the American soldiers. So Daesh, Al-Qaeda are portrayed as a radical Sunni militia, but they are a pro-Iranian military group who kill the Sunnis and attack the Sunni government. Bin Laden letter, quote, Iran is our main artery for funds, personnel, and communications, end of quote. In 2007, the letter Bin Laden criticized an operative for threatening to attack Iran, quote, we expect you would consult with us for these important matters, for as you are aware, Iran is our main artery for funds, personnel, and communications, as well as the matter of hostages, end of quote, he wrote. The viewer also attached a link. I will include the link. I want to thank the viewer for taking the time to write all that he did. Obviously, he seems to know a whole lot more about the events as they unfolded than most people who have their heads in the sand. Take a look at it. Open the link. Let me know what you think. You sure as heck know what my viewer thinks, don't you?